Hey, hello, hello, hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Let me see if I can fix this just a tad bit. See if that's just a tad bit better. That's perfect. Hey, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming. I'm heating up this skillet already. Let's see. Got some cooking to do today. So glad to see you all on this Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Have a blessed weekend going forward. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you follow me on Facebook and subscribe on YouTube. I would really, really appreciate it. It is so good. Hey, Bree, how you doing, girl? I haven't seen you in a minute, but we've been chatting. Yes. Hello, hello. Hey, Rita, how are you? We are making lazy ravioli. Yes. And why is it lazy? Because we are not getting ready to make fresh pasta. We are using some pasta. We are using egg roll wrappers. I don't know how many of you all know that this is pasta, but it's your quick go-to pasta. You can use this for lasagna. You can cut it into strips for noodles. You can use this for so many things. Today, we're going to make our ravioli with it. Yes. Don't forget to thumbs up the stream and give a like on Facebook. I have my skillet heating up. Let me turn it down a little bit. It seems a little hot. I'm going to add just a tad bit of olive oil to it. And today, this is going to be a meat and cheese ravioli. Please, over here on the YouTube side, if you can hear me okay, if the audio is okay, it's not going in and out, it's not staticky, you can hear me okay, please put a 1 in the chat. And on Facebook, if you could do the same thing, I would appreciate it. This is absolutely too hot for me to put my meat in here. We are using ground veal. Using ground veal. I'm gonna let this cool down a little bit. This little thing got hot pretty quick. I just turned it on when I went live. But okay, I'm gonna need it to get hot when we get ready to boil our water. Okay, fantastic. I see a lot of ones over here on the YouTube side and the Facebook side. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes, thank you all so much for coming. Yes, we're going to be using our egg roll wrapper. So this is lazy, and I'm making quite a knew I forgot to do one thing, get my food processor out. If you don't have a food processor, you can use a blender. Let me grab that right quick. Okay, that should be a little bit better. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here. This is ground veal. You can use ground beef. You can use sausage. Whatever you choose. And of course, no meat at all. You just want to brown this. So noisy. So I'm going to brown this right quick, then we're going to drain it. Then the noise will be over for the duration. Ooh, okay, that's a little bit. It's calming down just a little bit. Good morning, Clarice. How are you? Yes. Hey, John. How you doing? Hey, Joan. How are you? Whew. The skillet was hot, y'all. Yes, it was really hot. Okay. So you just want to ground your meat, whatever it is, until it's good and brown, no longer pink. So it'll be good and cooked. Then we're going to drain it. Then, okay, now I can turn it up a little bit so it can go ahead and brown. You can also use chicken or turkey, ground chicken in this. It's limitless. You know, you can swap out anything that you like. If I'm using an ingredient that you don't care for, you can swap it out. Just swap it out for whatever you want in there. My main thing is the lazy part. Ooh, okay, this is almost brown. Got a few more pieces in here that need to brown really, really well. Want to make sure your meat is cooked really well. Hey, one virtuous woman, welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. Yes. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Dr. Kara. Hey, Toyota, I said hello. How are you doing, Dr. Kara? Y'all go check out Dr. Kara. She's amazing. And if you are looking for, I want to say gluten-free recipes, but go check her out. She's got some amazing recipes, and a lot of them are crock pots, so they're easy to do as well. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, Joe, how are you? Okay, we are almost brown here. Then we can drain it. Then we can go on to making our actual filling. Hey, Red Girl, how are you doing? Yes, hey, Jan. Diana, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Hey, Wendy, so glad to be here. I am glad you are here too. Yes, okay. So, this is pretty much done. It will get to cook a little bit, but your ravioli cooks quick because we are using these, because we're using the egg roll wrappers. It's going to be really quick. And you can put these in the oven. I am going to be boiling them, putting them in a pot today. You can also fry them. So there's various ways that you can do it. But I got some other lazy components that's going to go in here too. So this is not the only. Oh, thank you so much for those stars. Y'all just so generous. I appreciate it. I have some other lazy components we're using today. Because you know what? I love to cook. I cook most of the time 3 times a day. But some days, you just ain't for it. It doesn't matter how much you like it. I'm not doing that today. Yes. Okay. I am going to turn this off. And I will be right back. I'm going to take this over to my sink and my strainer and strain this out. So we are good and brown right now. Skillet there, and let's see here. This is off. I need to move it for a few minutes. It's hot, so let me move it off of my cutting board because I'm going to leave that over here to my stove. Ooh. Okay, now let me go get the meat. Where's my spoon? Push it through. Okay, now you want to just let this cool just a tad bit before you put your other ingredients in there because you do have egg to go in here too. As you can see, all the steam is coming up. We don't want to cook our egg when we put it in here. We want it to bind. We don't want it to cook. So I am just really, while I'm chatting with you all for a second and letting this cool, I'm just running my spoon back and forth. It will help it to cool it a little faster as opposed to me just sitting here and waiting. So we're going to just let it keep cooling for a few minutes. And let's see here. Let's see. Hey, Gwendolyn, thank you for your tips. Finally know how to save my iceberg lettuce. All right. Yes. Grab some water. Just pour it back. I do not want to trip today. Ooh, it's hot. Okay. Hey, G, how are you? Hey, Jess, yes, how are you doing? We love watching you. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you so much. Yes, awesome. Yes. Amazing, amazing. Hey, Gina. Yeah, thank you for those stars over here on Facebook side. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, so as you can see, the steam is starting to be less and less. So that means it is calming down some. It is calming down. And we're going to add all of our ingredients pretty much in here. This is going to be the filling. Now, I'm only cooking for 2. This filling is probably going to be twice as much as I'm going to actually make. The good thing about this is put it in an airtight container, a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer. You're good for like 6 months in the freezer. So the next time I want this, all I got to do is grab my wrappers, let this thaw out, let it thaw, grab my wrappers, fill them up, and you know it don't take but a few seconds. That makes for a quick weeknight meal too. Lazy day meal, weeknight meal. And I love stuff like this, especially in the fall and the winter when, if it start icing outside or raining, you don't want to go out, you don't want to do anything. You just like, okay, I need something quick. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so let me see. I think this should be cool enough. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Okay, so I am adding in some freshly chopped spinach. You can use frozen. If you use frozen, make sure that it is well drained. Get that water out, okay? Get that water out. Well, this is a big piece that I didn't cut up properly. And let's see. Just want to mix this stuff in. Now, I will, after the video indexes, and it's posted, when it's posted on Facebook, in the top part where you can say something about your video or your post, I will put the actual recipe. On the YouTube side, it will be in the description. And for the Facebook side, if you need to find it, it will be in the description of the video, which when you're watching the video, if you look right below it, you'll start seeing like a paragraph. And at the end of that paragraph, you'll see more or show more. Click that. It will expand the field. Sometimes you have to click it twice. Not that one, but when you click it, it'll expand some. You might have to click it again for it to expand more. And then it's down there. I try to explain that because I have so many people saying, I can't find the description. So I'm just saying. Okay, so we're going to add in some parsley. This is dried parsley from my garden. I grew it, dried it, dehydrated it. So I'm adding that in. You can use it from the store if you're not growing anything. I don't need too much of that in there. Let's see. I've got 1 egg that I'm putting in here. 1 egg. Let's see here. Some cottage cheese. Now, typically you would use ricotta cheese. Most of you all might want to use ricotta cheese. I do not like ricotta cheese under any circumstances. So we ain't using no ricotta cheese up in here. It's cottage cheese. If I'm going to use anything that calls for ricotta cheese, it's cottage cheese. So that's what we're using. I'm not measuring. I'll taste after a while and see if I have everything I need in here. And if I need to add something else, I'll add it in. Okay, this is some grated Parmesan cheese. Just gonna put some of this in here as well. This should be enough. About a spoonful of olive oil. You don't need much, just about a tablespoon of olive oil. Some black pepper to taste. If you don't want black pepper, you don't have to use it. You can use white pepper as well. And you need a tad bit of salt. I am using Osmo roasted garlic salt. This salt is amazing. They have a whole line of all kinds of salt. Bacon salt, this kind of salt, that kind of salt. If you want to try it, I have a link to it in my bio on my on all of my link tree. It's in the link tree. Put a little of that in there. That's a great garlic flavor too. Grab a little water in the meantime. Now we are going to mix this, combine this by hand first. Then I'm going to give it a taste and see if I need to add more of something in here or not, if it's okay, if it has the right seasoning in. Let's see. I don't like ricotta cheese either. I know, right? Yes. If you're on YouTube, check the 3 lines next to the live chat to turn on cap. Okay, yes, that's right. If you need captions, you can turn them on both Facebook and YouTube. There should be 3 dots that will allow you to turn on captions if you need to. That's correct. Thank you so much for that, Stephanie. Thank you. Yes. Awesome. Hey, Calvin and Veronica, how are you two doing? Okay. I think I'm going to need a little bit more cottage cheese. see here. See what else I need. Yep. Put a little bit more cottage cheese in here. Give that a stir. It's a little better. A little bit more creamier. See? It tastes amazing. I wish you guys could smell this. Okay, let me see. Let me rinse this off right quick. Let's see. Let me taste again. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. Good enough. Okay, so now we need to bring on the food processor. Like I said, if you don't have a food processor, please feel free to use a, what do you call it? Blender. Oh my gosh. So I had a senior moment. I forgot what you call the thing, okay? All right, I need to plug this up. Scoop this up, I'm gonna turn it this way so my cord will be closer. And let me grab my cord. I have to use an extension cord because I do not have electricity in my counter. So I have to use an extension cord and take it across the room. So give me a second, get this plugged up. Okay, here we go. Okay. So you just want to put this in here and pulse it till it kind of all comes together. That's what we're going to be doing here. I'll just get it off of that because it's just no way to get it in here without putting it all over the top. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now let me get a paper towel. I'm going to actually put it right back in this bowl. Once we pulse it, then we need to put it in the refrigerator for about maybe 5 or 10 minutes. And I will answer any questions at that time while we're waiting for it to solidify, so to speak. It's just easier to work with as far as putting it in the actual ravioli pasta, whatever kind you have, whether it's fresh pasta or not. And one day I will do it making fresh pasta, but not today. Sorry about the noise. And the reason I'm not just turning it on low and I'm actually pulsing it is because you don't want to overmix it and really seriously have mush. I think that's about it. I'm going to pulse it a couple more times and that's good. That's going to be good enough. Okay. And I'll drop some over here. One day I'm going to have me a counter big enough that I can have my water and my cooking element all on one counter, and I don't have to be walking away from y'all. But until then, okay, let's get this out of here. And I'm going to show you the texture that it is before I put it in the refrigerator. This smells amazing, guys. It is absolutely amazing. Okay. So, as you can see, it went from like crumbly to almost like a good, like paste-like almost. So we're going to firm it up a little bit by putting it into the refrigerator. And actually, since I am doing this and I'm on live, I don't want to keep y'all here forever. I am going to actually stick mine in the freezer for about 5 minutes. And that's hopefully, prayerfully, that should do it. Be right back. Okay, let me unplug this. Because we're going to need our hot plate once again shortly. But that will be after we actually make our raviolis. And I'll get a plate for that shortly. Okay, so right now we are waiting for our, thank you so much for those stars. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. We are waiting for it to firm up in the refrigerator. Yes, Pam, could you please fry a few today? I'm not going to fry a few today, but I will do a whole, how about this? I'll just do a video one day on them and I'll fry them. How about that? Yes, if your husband does not like ricotta or cottage cheese, is there anything else you can use, or can you leave it out? You can put any regular cheese in there too. Once you pulse it, you know, you need the creaminess. So maybe add a little sour cream to it or a little mayo to it in your base. If you don't want to use any ricotta cheese or cream cheese, I would probably use, personally, I would use mayo. I would use mayo in there because cheese is another cheese. If you want that flavor, you can do half and half, maybe like a fourth of a cup of mayo, depending on how many you're making, like a fourth of a cup of mayo, fourth of a cup of cream cheese, or 4 ounces of cream cheese, or something like that. You need that creaminess and you need that cheese taste. Or you can add, if you don't want to use cream cheese, you can add any other cheese and maybe a little mayo for your base. Yes. All right, Sharon is watching. Hey, Sharon. Yes, and Joseph is here. I came late. I don't know what is in there. Well, I'm going to actually have the recipe in there, but that was, I'm using veal, ground veal today as my actual meat. And you can leave that out, or you can use ground chicken, ground turkey, ground beef, or none at all. Then there was spinach and parsley, cottage cheese, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, salt. I used roasted garlic, Osmo's roasted garlic salt in there because it provides garlicky flavor and it's just wonderful. Hey, whole new perspective. Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming. How are you? Yes, awesome. Hey, Angela, how are you doing? Yes, awesome and amazing. So we're just waiting for it to firm up for a few minutes. I'm not going to leave it in there long. It just makes it a little bit easier to work with. So if it's not so firm, then, you know, I just got to get it off the spoon and stuff like that. That's about it. Yes, the longer you can leave it in there where it's not frozen, but it's good and firm, if you're just doing this at home, you can maybe make your filling, like if you work or something, you can make your filling either the night before or before you leave in the morning. Then when you come back, put it in the refrigerator. When you come back, then you're good to go to just make them. So that's another thing you can do. All right, Trinidad's in the house. Yes, where's everybody from? Please put in the chat where you are watching from. I always love to hear that. Cooked chicken is wonderful in ravioli. Yes, it is. It is. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Yes, I am good. How are you? You're making me hungry. I'm glad it's yes, yes, Crystal. I'm doing wonderful. Thank you. We have Ohio and Oregon in the house. Let's see. My lettuce as well, and her suggestion worked. Awesome. Yes. Hey, Andy, how are you? We have Virginia, Lynchburg, Virginia, South Carolina. Hey, neighbor. Yes, Julia. When I lived in Louisiana, there was a neighbor that made meatloaf on top of the stove with brown gravy. Oh, that was delicious. Yes, 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 yes. We have Pennsylvania in the house, North Carolina. Hey, Mary. Hey, neighbor. Yes, from South Texas is in the house. Yes, and Illinois, New Jersey is in here. North Carolina. Hey, neighbor. Welcome. Yes, listening from Central Texas. Awesome. In Philadelphia. Woohoo! Yes, I enjoy you so much. Thank you, Edith from Ohio, and we have Louisiana in the house. Yes, love your show, says Linda. Thank you so much. Northeast Georgia. Awesome, y'all. Awesome. Yes, sunny San Diego is in the house. So, lazy ravioli. We will be using egg roll wrappers. Guys, you can use these for so many things. You can use these for lasagna. And let me show you something. Well, go ahead and open them. I really don't know how many I'm going to need. Well, kind of, sort of, I do. But that's beside the point. If you want to use these for lasagna, another thing, they do not have to be pre-cooked. They make an excellent lasagna substitute. Just make sure you have egg roll wrappers and not spring roll wrappers. These are just like sheets of pasta. These are thin. If you're going to use these for lasagna, what you want to do is just cut it right down the middle. Right now, it's about the size of, if I folded this in half like that, this is about the size of the half sizes that come in the store now. They come in half sizes as well as the long size. So if you cut this in half and put one half down the other, that's your long strip of lasagna. So keep that in mind, especially if you got an empty shelf. Yes, especially if you have an empty shelf. So I'm going to make a couple of these at a time here. I'm going to grab a plate. And I am just using a regular round cookie cutter form. That's it. This is what I'm using. Yes. Whew. Let's see. So I'm going to try to make 4 at a time here on my cutting board. Should be big enough. Yep. Can everybody see the cutting board? Or at least a portion of it. That way you will see a portion of it. Okay, so right now I have 4 sheets out here. I'll use 4 sheets on the top of it. And this will give me 2, 4, 6, 8. This will give me 8. So I'll probably do about 12. Let me see. Grab a plate so that I can put them on there. And I'm going to show you what I'll be topping them with soon. This is just a plate that as we make them, we can put them on there. And let's see. Okay, let me put some of this stuff up because we don't need it anymore. Or at least set it to the side so I have more room on the counter. I don't need any of this anymore. Counter off up here. I don't even need my scissors anymore. I will need this. Gotta have my water. I need that. That's a desperate need. Okay. So when I get my bowl out, I can sit it right here next to me for working purposes. Put my towel up there. I'll just sit that there. Okay, we're gonna go get those in just a few minutes. And I do not know why it's so hot in here. But Give me 1 second. I'm going to go and turn my air down because I am sweating bullets. Okay. Okay, so I grabbed the filling, and guess what? The air was already on, so I guess it's me. Okay, I'm going to ignore that. Okay, so I just have this little cookie cutter, cookie scoop that I like to use for this. You can just use a spoon. It doesn't matter. This just kind of makes them a little bit more even. And so, let's see, trying to see where you all can see. So I'll start at the back end because I think you all can see the back end. And I'm just going to put one here and one here on opposite corners. Not all the way to the corner because you need to have enough room for your cutter to go down. And if you have to, you can put your cutter down and then put it in the center so that you'll know exactly where to put it. So I'm just going to put this on all the corners. And not too far to the corner. Give yourself a little room because you need room to push down and seal them. Okay. All right. Hope everybody can at least see a corner. Can everybody see at least a corner of this so you can see exactly how I'm doing this? Now I'm going to take another sheet and put on top of each one. Start down here again. You just want to lay it on top. I'm going to lay one on each one first. I feel like I had two of them. Wait 1 second. I know this felt awful thick. Y'all know I got two on here. I do not want to cut through. I knew they felt awful thick. 1 second, guys. I knew they felt way too thick. So we're going to separate these. I was like, why does this feel so thick to me? There we go. That's much better. Now I'm going to move this back in spot. And I can just put this one on top of this one. And I think all of them are. Like, why is this so thick? Yep. So y'all, we all mess up sometimes. It's part of the work. It's part of cooking. If you have to do it, just try not to tear them. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter where they roll to. It's going to all be sealed up and covered. There we go. 2 down, 2 to go. Okay. That's much better. Last one. Put that upside down so I can use that on the next one. One reason I realized they felt really thick. And then I said to myself, oh my goodness, why does this package only have a few? Because you're using two. Yes. Okay. Lift that up. Okay, guys. Now we're good to go. Okay. So now you just want to go around and press them down. You can put a little, which I don't have out here, water. Let me get some. Water, milk, whatever. Just take a little finger of little water and go around them so you can kind of seal them. That's going to make them easier to cut just around the whole edge of it. Don't forget to go in the middle of those two as well. All right. There we go. Then you just want to press down. Make sure you press down even in the middle. And I'll do this one. I'll do all of them first, and then we can just cut them. Around the edge, don't forget to go in the middle there. Down the sides. And across. And then go ahead and press down. Don't forget to press down in that middle section. So we want to go ahead and cut two of these up. Just press down. And press down. Get it out the middle. Okay, once you have it like this, go around your edges once more and then pinch it. You can use a fork to do this if you want decoration. If you want decoration, you can just go around with a fork. It's not going to decorate it too much because it would do it more if it were actual pasta, but you will be able to see this imprint on here. You all can see that. See the imprints that are on there now? Okay, and then just set it aside. Make sure it's pretty well sealed. This is extra. You can keep it, you can fry it, you can boil it, you can cut into strips, you can toss it. It's your choice. Whatever you want to do with that part of it. It is just extra. And for me, I'm just going to go around like this, making sure it's sealed all the way around. If by chance while you're doing this, some of them come apart or something, you can go back in and reseal them right before you put them in the hot water. You just don't want all of your filling to ooze out. Okay. Like this one's coming apart, so just go in and put a little bit more water on there so that you can seal it all the way across. You can actually do it from the outside as well. Make sure it's fully sealed. Otherwise, it's going to come out when you put them in there, and I have had plenty to come out. Sometimes you think they're sealed. I like to go around just a little bit. That's not water. I like to go around just a little bit more right before I put them in, and pressing them down to make sure that they get good and sealed. so you don't have a pot full of filling. And no raviolis. And this is what it looks like. Okay. So we're going to get these other ones cut here. Okay. Now press down again. Make sure it's nice and even. And in the center. Don't forget that center part. Want to make sure it's all pressed down. And then go ahead and cut. Same thing with this one. Now this filling is a little bit too far over, so I'm going to actually push it back just a little bit so I have some sealing room. There, that's a little bit better. I want to have that sealing room. Okay. And I'm going to press this one together here. This is the only one I'm concerned about coming loose, but we'll see. And this one. Seal this together. Once we get these all made, it only takes maybe about 3 or 4 minutes for them to actually cook. Okay. Hands off after that one. Okay. Now let's do this one. And then I'm only going to do a couple more and we'll get to boiling. All right. Again, try to press down first, before and after. All right. These are going to be delicious. I wish you guys could smell them. Oh my goodness. Wish you guys could smell them. Just a little close to the edge. See if we can get that filling pushed back down in there. That's perfect. And I will go across them again right before I drop them in that boiling water so that hopefully they will be nice and sealed. Okay, let me see. I'm going to wipe this off first. And then let me dry it. Keep your cutting board dry and it'll work better too. Okay, so now we have 2 here. Take these off of here. Okay. I'm just going to do 4 more. That'll be 6 apiece. Okay, let's get these filled. And then the rest of the filling, I will freeze. Okay, that's it for those. All right, don't forget your water. And on top. Pressing it down all around. All right. Take that apart. Just 1 and 2. And don't forget to go back around them again with a little water and make sure they are completely sealed. Hey, you rang? You rang? I'm on live, but you rang?
No.
Yeah, you rang? What you
I'm
need?
actually text me, there's something wrong with my phone. I don't know what it is. I'm not getting any like notifications from text. Like I have to manually go check to see if someone texts me back.
Oh, is your volume up or something?
Well, no, it's not like I'm not hearing it. Like I'm not getting notifications.
Oh, it's
like
not coming.
if I scroll down the notification tab, I'm not getting anything.
Oh.
What are you making?
Ravioli. You want to come say hi to the people?
Is it no meat in it?
Yes, it is. It's veal.
Oh.
I was talking to my son. Watch the cord.
No, I can't see this giant cord.
Hey, I'm just warning you. You can lift it up.
But I'm too tall to lift it up. You can lift it. I'm stuck over it.
Really?
Yes.
Come on.
I'm all right.
I don't want you to
It's not gonna mess up.
pull it out. Okay.
What live are you on?
Both Facebook and YouTube. It's my son peeking into the camera on the Facebook side.
Someone said there's no sound now.
You don't hear any sound, no sound now? If you can't hear me on the Facebook side, please put a 2 in the chat. Is that just one person? Can you hear me? Please put a 2 in the chat. I know YouTube, can you hear me still? Hey, old school soul food, how you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for coming, thanks for coming. I put that stuff there because I figured you might need it. Mm-hmm. Please let me know if I can hear you. Okay, maybe was that perfect for me? Okay, maybe it was that one person that couldn't hear me.
My boy went to school.
All right. Last one, then we're going to get our water going.
Restaurant style, what is that? Salsa?
Mm-hmm.
What's the salsa for?
I'm going to use it at the end. All right, this is the last one.
Are these Mexican?
Last one, and so I know.
You know what I'm saying? Are these Mexican ravioli?
These are just quick, lazy person's ravioli.
Nothing seems lazy about this. This is very involved. Nothing seems lazy about this at all.
You didn't have to make the pasta though. Okay, I need to set this back up so that I can. I'm gonna have to plug this back up so it's gonna run across you. Should be behind you.
I still want to know. What you must not have one there.
I don't want to use that.
You want salsa?
Yes, because I like it. Okay, we're going to heat this up. We're going to get our water on boiling. I already got the water in the pot. We're going to boil it so that we can put our ravioli in it. Bring it down to a simmer once we get going, and I will be freezing this portion later. Okay, I can put the rest of these up while we wait for it to come to a boil. Anybody have any questions? Hey, Vicky, how are you? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for coming. Hey, Kimberly. Labor of love. Yes, 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 yes. Awesome, awesome. Hey, Rita, welcome in, welcome in. That's a channel member. I agree about nothing lazy about lazy. I know, right? Hey, Shannon. How are you? Welcome in.
You know what lazy ravioli for me is?
What's that?
Chef Boyardee.
I hear you.
And I don't know, I make my own sauce to put it in, put some cheese on top of it and put it in the pan.
Mm-hmm.
And just stick it in the oven.
Yep, you can do that too.
gonna add that to my checklist too to get some marinara.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to try it, but not with salsa.
Okay. Soon as this gets hot, we will be ready to go. Yes. Hey, Brenda, how are you? From Ohio is in the house. Awesome. Hey, Deb. You're great because you are the most human chef showing. Yes, glitches happen in the kitchen. Like they like stuck together. Exactly. Yep. They happen. They happen. You burn people. We burn stuff just like everybody else, y'all. It's like
You're talking
cook stuff
like,
undone and everything else. I always do. Why are
this
you
is
so
a rare
close to the
chef cam
camera?
moment.
There's two people want to talk to you.
I'm trying to just say something real quick. I gotta go.
That's Facebook though.
They can both can't see me.
Nuh-uh.
It's two separate. So you're using your laptop camera?
Yes, I'm using my laptop camera and my cell phone camera. Yes. My son is over here.
This is why you need to.
I know y'all hear him.
This is
exactly. Why. We human like I know, right? Old school soul food. We do. I remember I made biscuits on live one time and I forgot I used the wrong flour and they was flat as a doorknob. So we had to redo them. It happens.
There's got to be some country saying from Mississippi or Missouri. What's flat as a doorknob? Doorknobs aren't flat.
Okay, well,
as flat as a doorknob.
It didn't rise.
Doorknobs aren't flat. I was
okay.
like flat as a board.
Like, okay, flat as a board. Maybe I got it wrong.
Flat as a doorknob. I've never heard that in my life.
Y'all hear him, right? Talking about me. Yes. Hi, Pam, son. Laura said, hi, Pam, son. Yes. My first time. This is great. I love your show and continue to do well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for all those stars over on the Facebook side. I appreciate that. Yes. What's his name?
Jonathan.
He said his name is Jonathan, but his name not Jonathan.
That's what I go by when I'm not in the house.
He said he goes by Jonathan when he's not in the house. So meet Jonathan.
Braylon is my name.
He says it's Braylon.
You go to my Instagram and my TikTok and Facebook, it says Braylon.
Okay.
Or it says Braylon.
Okay. Braylon. Hey, neighbor, how are you? Hey, sissy. Welcome in, welcome in. We were just waiting for this to boil so we can get going. Let me see. We can hear your son. We would like to see him to say hi. Mm-hmm. You can go on that side. I'm not lower.
I keep forgetting you have two different cameras. That's why I said a Canon M50 might be a good actual camera for you because you can live stream from it. It's a real camera and you can do it on multiple streaming services. You can broadcast from multiple streaming things.
He got a back way up. He's so tall. Look. He got a back way up.
This
is my baby boy, y'all.
She's 4'11", I'm 5'5".
This is my baby boy. Hi, baby boy.
She's 4'11", I'm 5'5".
Oh my gosh.
You're really short.
No, you're really tall.
No, I'm not. I'm 5'5", 5'6". 5'6" is not that tall. You're just really short. 4'11" is short.
He 6'2", y'all. Don't believe that.
She's 4. She is short. She is 4.
5'7".
She's 4'11".
He's 6'2".
She is not 5'7". She's 4'11". We're the same height.
All right.
Let's take this one.
I need it. Bye. Love you. See you later. Have a great shift. Okay, y'all. Let's see. I'm 4'7". She says I'm 4'7". Why do our children end up tall? I have no clue. I know they're always taller than us.
So I know everybody. Look, this isn't necessarily for the people. This is for Kibler. If y'all are watching her stories, if y'all want to sponsor her and send her these, by all means, just send her a lifetime supply. She loves them.
All right, you didn't get the water. Oh, I thought it was ice. I put water bottles in for you. I didn't know.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because I always see you get 3 or 2. So
yeah. Normally I drink it here and then I refill it, but I'm going there early, so this is perfect actually.
Okay.
I literally didn't see these.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye. Love you. See you later.
Love you. See you later.
Have a great day.
I always do this. I don't know why I do this. I put my key in my pocket that is opposite to everything I grab.
Oh.
Everything in my left hand, I put the key in my right pocket.
Okay. All right, y'all. It's gonna be a minute because I'm on this hot plate. If I was on the stove, we would be boiling by now, but that's okay. We are just waiting for it to boil. Just pop on. What are y'all making? I'm making lazy ravioli. I said it was. My son said it wasn't lazy. He said, "No, nothing lazy about that." I'm using egg roll wrappers instead of making my actual pasta dough, which makes it lazy. At least for me, it makes it lazy. Yes. Hey, Jim Mama Girls, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for coming. How you doing, lady? How are you? Yes, Kathy Sweets is here. We are just waiting for this to boil. Like I said, if I was on my stove, it would be boiling by now. I have it on max, and so we're just waiting. It will boil. It's bubbles at the bottom of my pan, so it's on its way. But it's taking a little bit. Hey, Donna, it's going to be delicious. I hope so. Yes, Stephanie says he has a big voice like my dad. Mm-hmm. How about a lid on the pot? Okay, yeah, right. Yeah, see, we human. We be forgetting these things. Yeah. Hey, wait, let me see who said that. Kimberly, thank you. Good one, Kimberly. Yes, water takes longer to boil when you watch. I know, right? It does. That's one saying, old school soul food. That's true. It takes longer to boil when you sitting there waiting for it to boil. If I was not waiting for this to boil, then it probably would have been boiling by now. It probably would have been boiling by now. There, turn that just a little bit so we see everything. Yes, I know, right? Thank you, Kimberly. I'm telling you. And then when you're on live, you're doing so much. Honestly, you're doing so much. You're trying to cook, you're trying to remember the recipe, you're trying to make sure you do everything this, and you're trying to communicate with your audience. You're trying to talk, you're trying to say hi, you're trying to answer questions. So you talk about multitasking. Come on live and cook. That's multitasking. Ain't no right old school soul food. That's multitasking. So yes. The top is getting warm already. Hey, I came in after you started. Did I miss your filling recipe? Yes, but I will have it in the description of this video. I will have it in the information on YouTube, and I probably will put the whole rest. I'll just put it in a comment as well, pinned comment, to make sure everybody sees it, as well as the description. Hey, Tennessee Nikki. Hello, you're doing awesome. Thank you. Kimberly says you're perfect. Thank you, Kimberly. I forgot. That is good. My top is heating up. It's all fogged up now, so that is speeding it up a tad bit. But at least the good thing about it is, once it gets going, it doesn't take 3 or 4 minutes for them to cook. That's all it's going to take. I'm going to put some of these over here just because it's crowded and I don't want them to sweat too much together here and start sticking. Then we'll have other issues. I'm going to make sure they're all kind of separated. Let's see here. There we go. Now none of them are touching. So that's going to be even better. Okay. Yes. Let's see. Sharon is here. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Welcome in. Old School says, yes, ma'am, I agree. That's why I do very little cooking lives. They are very difficult, LOL. They are. I just, you know what? I just relax and say, you know what? It is what it is, what it is. Whatever happens, happens. Because it's going to happen anyway. Yes. You're awesome. No worries. Thank you, LaTanya. Thank you. I appreciate that. Laura says, we love you, Miss Pam. Thank you. I think you have to get in line behind her kids. A butterfly angel. I guess somebody's talking about must be taking a taste test or something. How long do you boil the ravioli? Just about maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. Of course, it always depends on, because once we bring it up to a boil, we're going to put them in. Then we're going to drop the temperature down. Now, depending on how this is boiling, I may or may not drop my temperature down very much, okay? Because I'm not at my stove. Stove is a whole different ball game. Then I will be dropping it down to a simmer. I still don't want it to be a rapid boil, even with this pot, but I may have to leave it up a little bit higher than I would if I was at my stove. So we'll have to see. And honestly, put my disclaimer out here, y'all. This is the first time I've made these on this what do you call it? Hot plate thing. I'm always at my stove. I've never done this on a hot plate, so we'll see. Yes. Do you have a crock pot series? I don't have a crock pot series yet, but I am going to create a playlist because I have several dishes that I do in a crock pot. I don't use my crock pot, my Instapot, nor my air fryer very often. I'll use my Instapot in the winter more often than I use anything else. As far as my crock pot is concerned, typically I'm at home. By the time I pull my crock pot out, my stove is going. It's going to do the same thing on low in the crock pot as it is on my stove. I just assume to put everything in my stove and let it still cook for the length of time on low as I would in the crock pot. But I'm at home, okay, when I do this. So that makes all the difference in the world. Then I got to still clean it. So it's a clean the pot, clean the pot. So I don't use my crock pot very often, but I do have some recipes that are crock pot, and I have asked people, so I'm going to put those in the playlist. I'm going to also put some of my other items in that same playlist that may not have been cooked in the video in the crock pot, but I will leave the conversion if you want to use a crock pot for that recipe. So yes. Hot plates are challenging because they never seem to heat up enough. Exactly. This one is getting pretty hot. My top is really hot now. It's too hot for me to be actually I couldn't put my hand up here and leave it anymore. So that top is working. Yes. Good morning. Hey, Mickey. Good morning to you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, Vicky. How are you doing? Yes. Do you have I am writing it currently as we speak, Suzanne. I was working on it last night. I'll be working on it this afternoon. I'm working on it every single day so that I can get it done. I am currently working on it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am starting to use my air fryer more. I'm not a fan of my air fryer. Honestly, I don't care for the way most of the food tastes in the air fryer. I've had some amazing dishes in the air fryer, but I like them better on my stove. I will use it. I have a few recipes. I don't have many with an air fryer. I actually have an air fryer that I need to use. So you all will be seeing another air fryer recipe coming up soon. I don't know if I'm going to do it on live or if I'm going to do it in a video yet. But I actually have a company sent me one to do a video to promote their air fryer, and it's just sitting back there because it's an air fryer, and I'm like, okay, did I really agree to this? I'm just being honest here. I ain't crazy about it. Yes. Hey, from California. I hope you are in a good area still of California. I was just reading where they closed some of the postal services down temporarily in California. So I pray that everyone in that is on the East Coast, not just California, but wherever all these storms, mudslides, all these things have been happening, has caused the post office to now close in several areas, that you all are safe. Yes. Old school says, speaking of air fryers, peach cobbler in the air fryer coming up tomorrow. All right, y'all, check out Old School Soul Foods peach cobbler in the air fryer. He got an air fryer peach cobbler video coming out. That sounds delicious. My almost 84-year-old dad won't eat from air fryer because too dry. Yes, that's the same way I feel, Kimberly. That's exactly the same way I feel. It's just too dry. No matter how you cook it, no matter what you do, it's just not the same to me. Yes. I'm from New and I understand the concept of, well, you don't have to use all the oil and everything like that, but I'd rather stick it in my oven than I use oil. It's like I just would. I want to try it. Yes. Yes, y'all definitely check out Old School Soul Foods peach cobbler air fryer recipe. He said he's coming out tomorrow. He typically drops videos in the morning, so I'm assuming this is going to be one in the morning, so it should be there all day, which is typically when I get up, it's there. So if y'all check early in the morning, 6, 7, 8, 9, y'all should see it. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Katrine, is that Katrine? Yes. Thank you so much. Let's see. I think using an air fryer takes away from making a nice home. It does. That's what I feel about gadgets altogether. It's starting to boil, y'all. That's what I feel about gadgets altogether. I like the stirring and the turning and the looking and the tasting and the checking. Problem I have when I cook in a crock pot is I'm always at the crock pot peeking in, looking in. Yes, I'm always doing that. Okay, guys, guess what? Guess what? We got to boil. Thank you for telling me to put the top on. This thing is boiling. It is boiling. It's boiling, y'all. I know y'all can't see all the way down in the spot. I don't know if you can or not, but it's boiling. So I won't lose all my boil. I'm gonna turn it down halfway here and see how that goes. I don't know if it's gonna stop boiling fast enough or what. But we're gonna go ahead and put them in. Like I said, y'all, this is the first time I've done this in my little hot plate. So bear with me. And that one would fold in half. Okay. You don't want to crouch your pot. So I'm going to do like half and half. It's 4, 5, 6, and 6. I'm doing half and half. That sounds good to me. And that one would fold in half. Let's see if I can unfold it. There we go. Don't put your hand in there, it's hot. There we go. Okay, so it is, I had to turn it back up. I turned it to half, and y'all know it stopped boiling completely when I put them in there, so I turned it back up. So we'll just see. We'll see. The good thing about it is all we're really doing is heating the inside and cooking the outside because, well, the filling is already done. The filling is already cooked. The meat is cooked. So we'll see in a minute. It may be a little bit more than 3 or 4 minutes because it ain't doing nothing after I turned it down. I turned it back up, y'all. I probably shouldn't have turned it down. This is not my stove, but okay. Oh, let's see your handsome son. Oh, he just went to work. He just left out and he's gone to work. Oh my gosh, I forgot to eat breakfast. She said she forgot to eat breakfast. Yes. Let me see. Dale is here. Awesome. Sophia says, oh no, I know, right? I'm trying with bagel with an egg in the whole. Oh, those are good. Those are delicious. Yes. So we're seeing it's starting to pick up the boil a little bit. So we shall see. The good thing about it is so far, it looks like they all stayed sealed. I forgot to do that again before I dropped them in. See, I told y'all we be doing stuff. We be forgetting like everybody. See, this is the stuff that's why I like going live to and cooking because you get to see the real things that happen. You all don't see this in the videos, okay? Because we edited it out. I mean, if the pot didn't boil, you would know it because I started taping again when the pot boils. So it's like, okay, wait for the pot to boil. Boom, the pot's boiling. Not really. Oh. Yes. About how long should it cook? Typically, if I was on the stove, I'd say maybe about 3 minutes, 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 3 to 4 minutes. But in here, it may be more like 4 to 5 minutes. I just kind of have to wait and see. I see one of them came apart, but at least the filling hasn't come out yet. A little bit, but not much. So we'll just wait and see. I got to wait for it to pick back up. I should not have turned it down. G-Mom Grows cracking up at me. Hey, it is what it is. Oh, it is. Yes, I'm just keeping it real, y'all. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to stand up here and act like, oh, it's not a mistake. It didn't happen. It happened. It happened. So I'm trying to leave them alone. Just let them be and catch up. They'll be fine. Yes. Good. This is second live. All right. Yes, it is. It's the second one this week. Thanks for coming to both of them. Awesome. Hey, Gail, how are you? What's a star part? You know what? Honestly, I don't know what that is. But every time I come on live, Facebook puts that on there. I don't put that on there. And I guess I haven't reached enough stars yet for it to happen because I haven't seen one happen. But it's something that you all are supposed to get on the Facebook side, something you all are supposed to get when it happens. I'm waiting for it to happen like you. I have no clue. And I can't seem to get rid of it. So I don't know what it is. I honestly don't. I'm waiting to find out when it happens, if it ever happens. It's been up there for like months. Yes, I love how you're so relatable and real. Your voice is so, oh, thank you so much, Butterfly Angel. All of us who cook know. Exactly. Exactly. Since me act like it ain't happening. It's happening, y'all. Real time. Real time. So, Now they're starting to boil a little bit. So I'm going to leave it at 5 and let them, hopefully they'll boil gently. I'm going to just let them boil for maybe about, they've been in this hot water for a minute. I'm going to let them boil for maybe about another minute or two. And that should be good. Yes, that's what makes this channel so special, authentic, and having a real caring personality. Thank you. Kimberly says so true. Yes, put the lid back on. Oh no, if I put the lid back on, it's up. It's already picked up. If I put the lid back on, probably boil too fast, and I don't want to do that. Yes, for your oh, you're so welcome. You are so welcome, and thank you for being here. Yes, from North Carolina. Hey neighbor, what is something you're looking forward to cooking when the summer temps go down? For chicken and dumplings, stew, chili, beans and neck bones, soups of all kinds. Oh, I love to run. Now, those are my quick meals. For the wintertime, I'll come in here and make chicken noodle soup in like 5 minutes. Put cream of potato soup, like 5 minutes. All of that, real quick and in a hurry. Those are my go-to soups, all kinds of soups, because you can put anything in a soup. It's filling, it's warm, it's usually nutritional. Love that. Can use up some of the stuff that I had harvested from my garden throughout the summer. Soups. Yes. Okay. Where is that one that busted? One busted. Oh, here it is. Two busted. Okay. I think these should come out because I just think it's time. So we're taking them out. Okay. Slotted spoon. Extra water out of there. Hey, it's the first one, y'all. It's the first one, y'all. Okay, this one completely disintegrated. It busted. But we're keeping it. We're keeping it. And I'm gonna flip it over because the other side is what's not busted. There we go. And we'll put the other ones in here. I'm not gonna turn it all the way back down again. We should be good to go. Then we'll see how I'm going to top them. It's another lazy way. They smell amazing though. Get as much of this water out as I can. You can tell the ones that busted open because they don't come out flat. But that's okay. That's okay. We're still eating them. Oh. Now, if I had fried them, it would have been over with because I could have fried them real quick and in a hurry. Okay. They came out okay to me. All right, I'm gonna put these other ones in, but not before I make sure I try to seal them again. And go around and make sure they're pinched. A little extra water. This is what I didn't do the first time. We'll see if that helps. Okay. 2 more to go. since I'm not turning the water down, probably should be a good 2 to 3 minutes. I tried to tell you. Stephanie said something. She said, I tried to tell you. What did you try to tell me? Or were you talking to me? She said, I tried to tell you. Okay. Last one in. Okay. Last one in. Let me move this. And we'll see how the second batch turns out. Okay. I'm not touching it. I'm just going to let them do their thing. They are gently boiling what they're supposed to do. Yes, I used red pepper that was discontinued. It tasted like the sweet hot candy after adding tomatoes. The other red pepper tastes not so sweet. Oh, okay. Yes. Hey, Beth, how are you? Welcome in. Yes. Hey, Glenda. Hello. How are you? Thank you. Egg will seal better than water, and you can also make square shapes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can make the square shapes and make them four out of each one. But I kind of wanted larger ones, so that's why I did the circles. Yes. And honestly, I would have used a little milk had I been thinking about it. I honestly don't necessarily like to use an egg to seal things with or for anything like this. For the reason, to me, I feel like I'm wasting an egg. Because after I beat it and put my finger in it or my brush in it, I don't want it anymore. So I feel like I'm wasting the whole egg. So I probably would have used milk if I was thinking about it, but I did it at the last minute, just grabbed some water and sealed it. And they are okay. Yes, yes. If you really want soup in the summer, turn it. I know that's true, Claudia. But you know what? I kind of look forward to it in the fall. It's a fall meal. I kind of look forward to it. Hey, Linda, how are you? All right, Florida. Watching from Florida. Hey, Janet, how are you? Yes, and Val is here as well. Yes, yes, yes. Tracy is in the house. Awesome. These have maybe about another minute to go. And they're coming out. They are coming out. Yes. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Eggs too expensive. They are, Laura. They are. Now, when they were 99 cents a dozen or 79 cents a dozen, I might have used an egg. But right now, I'm not. I know. Yes. Can you use white sauce for this? Yes, you can. You can use anything you'd like. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. I can go ahead and turn it off now. All right. Now we're going to top them the lazy way. My son was just talking about me. Y'all, I won't tell y'all till I start doing it, what he was saying, because then it'll give it away. So I'll tell y'all just a minute. I'm surprised y'all might have heard him. He just got talking about me. These to me look better than the first batch. See how these are looking? They look better to the first batch to me. They look better. Straighten this one out. Okay. So this is the hot. This is the second batch. Looks good. I'm gonna top them in just 1 second. Let me get rid of this hot stuff. Pour the water out. Okay. So we are going to top these with sauce, and then we're going to sprinkle some more parsley on top. I am not using marinara sauce. This is what my son was teasing me about. Like, what are you doing? Because I like the taste of this. And when you're cooking, you can do anything you want to do. You can make it any way you want to make it. So we're not using marinara sauce and we're not using pasta sauce. We are using salsa. Can y'all see that? We're using salsa. Yes. And he was like, restaurant style salsa. That's not salsa. It's medium. It's got the heat to it. I like the way it tastes with the ravioli. I use this on my eggs. I use this on pasta. I use it on everything because I love salsa the way it tastes. And you can do homemade salsa, but unfortunately I had no tomatoes to do it at one time this season because it's been so crazy. So we're just going to put some on top right here. And that's going to do it. I'm not going to put it all over. She says, I like sauce on it. I love it on eggs. And then sprinkle a little parsley on top. And that will do it. Okay, guys, this is the ravioli. This is it. This is it. Yes. Can y'all see it? Yes. Awesome, awesome. So let me get a fork so I can taste it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Ooh, gotta have some of the sauce on it for sure. Shouldn't be too hot yet. That veal is delicious. This is delicious, guys. You guys have got to try it. It's a little challenging with the hot plate, but we got her done. And that's the biggest thing. It is delicious. And I have a medium heat sauce, so you can use a mild sauce or a hot sauce or whatever you want. But that feeling with that veal, the pasta is nice and tender. It's perfectly cooked, perfectly seasoned. I can taste the cheese in there and everything. So I am happy wappy. Yes, remember to give this video. Thank you, Charlene. Yes, please thumbs up the video, share it out. Please give a like on Facebook and share it out. And I have kept you all here way past the time I thought I would. So thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me today again in my kitchen. I really do appreciate each and every one of you all. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming yet again, hanging out with me in my kitchen. And for my channel members on YouTube and for my subscribers on Facebook, thank you so much for your amazing support. And I will see you all next time. The good Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Bye-bye.